Welcome everyone to what can only be described as a truly bonkers thought experiment. Could the United States and Canada merge into one glorious, maple syrup slurping, hockey-obsessed supernation? It's an idea so ludicrous, so utterly unhinged from the realm of reality that it just might work. Okay, maybe not, but today we're putting on our hypothetical thinking caps and diving headfirst into this geopolitical fever dream. We'll be exploring the potential benefits and drawbacks of such a merger for both countries because, let's be honest, who needs a functioning government when you could have a 2-for-1 deal on national anthems? Buckle up, folks, because it's about to get weird. First up, let's talk money, honey. Merging the US and Canadian economies would create an absolute behemoth, a North American juggernaut that would make even the most hardened Wall Street tycoon spontaneously combust with glee. Think about it. Free trade, shared resources, and a combined GDP that would make China sweat through its silk pajamas. It'd be a festival of capitalism, a veritable buffet of economic opportunity. Of course, we'd need a new currency. May I suggest the Ameriloonie? It's got a nice ring to it, and imagine the possibilities for the coin design. Bald eagle on one side, majestic moose on the other. Perfection. Now let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say, the moose on Parliament Hill cultural differences. Canadians are known for their politeness and universal health care, while Americans, well, let's just say we're working on it. Blending these two distinct cultural identities could be like trying to mix oil and maple syrup, messy, confusing, and potentially disastrous for your pancakes. Would Canadians be forced to trade in their EES for y'alls? Would Americans finally be forced to confront the glorious efficiency of a single-payer healthcare system? These are the questions that keep me up at night, folks. Chapter 3. Military might. Let's be honest, nobody messes with Canada. Why? Because they're too busy being awesome and providing free healthcare to their citizens. But imagine the sheer, unadulterated military might of a combined US-Canadian armed forces. We'd have enough firepower to make even the most ambitious dictator reconsider their life choices. Plus, with Canada's strategic Arctic location, we'd finally have the upper hand in the race for the North Pole. Santa Claus would be so impressed. Of course, there's always the risk that this newfound power could go to our heads. But hey, at least we'd look damn good in our matching denim-on-denim Canadian tuxedo uniforms. Chapter 4. Political cluster A. Alright, let's talk politics. Merging two distinct political systems like the US and Canada's would be like trying to herd cats. It's chaotic, unpredictable, and likely to result in a lot of hissing and scratching. Would we become a parliamentary republic, a constitutional monarchy, a direct democracy ruled by a council of moose elders? The possibilities are as endless as they are terrifying. And don't even get me started on the bureaucracy. We'd have more paperwork than a tax accountant during tax season. It'd be a nightmare. Chapter 5. Sharing is caring, eh? Let's end on a high note, shall we? One of the biggest potential benefits of a US-Canada merger would be the sharing of resources. Canada, bless their generous souls, is practically overflowing with natural resources like oil, lumber, and fresh water. Meanwhile, the US is, well, we're really good at consuming things. It'd be a match made in heaven. Think of it, cheaper gas, more affordable housing, and all the maple syrup we could ever dream of. It's enough to make a grown man weep with joy. Or maybe that's just the syrup fumes talking. The Great North American Experiment? So, there you have it, folks. The potential pros and cons of a US-Canada merger. It's a wild, wacky, and frankly improbable idea. But hey, stranger things have happened. Remember that time a Cheeto became president of the United States? Would a merger be a good idea, a bad one? Honestly, it's anyone's guess. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more thought-provoking and slightly unhinged content.